So I decided to make a car here in automation. It's sort of like a mid to late 90s sports car. Um, it's sort of reminiscent of like the Toyota MR2, except without pop-up headlights. And yeah, as you can see, the back here, it reminds me of something, but I can't remember what. But yeah, I really like the way the back looks. And the front, I don't know, I reckon it's pretty good. I tried to get it to fit the sort of appearance of the rear, and I mean it kind of works. It's better than I had it before, but I reckon it looks alright. It's called the Black Motors S76 because black is what I would like my last name to be, because it fits better with my first name than my current last name. Well, at least in my opinion, anyway. Basically what I mean is it sounds cooler. And S76 because I don't know, S for sport, and 76 because I don't know, let's just say that's when the founder of the company was born, because this is like their first car. I don't know, I just thought it sounded cool, so I went with it. And yeah, this is the car. Got some pretty wide tires in the rear, and actually in the front as well, they're pretty wide. And yeah, there's a 2.42 meter wheelbase 90s coupe, and yeah, I really like it. Obviously mid-engine, as you can see. And actually, speaking of, let's have a look at the engine. There's the power graph there. But actually, like, have a look. It's a twin turbo 2.8 liter, or I guess 2.9 liter V6. It's got dual overhead cams, as you'd expect from like most 90s engines. And because we're not very rich here at Black Motors, we went with a cast iron block, and no varial valve lift because screw that. Again, we're not very rich. Cast iron crank, heavy duty forged conrods and forged pistons, because that's where we sort of pour all our money into. And then 9.8 to 1 compression ratio, a cam profile of 46, no VTEC. And yeah, twin turbo journal bearing, save a bit of money there as well. A 477 horsepower intercooler, or like one that's meant for 477 horsepower. And 59mm compressor, 50mm compressor. You can read all this yourself, I don't need to read it out. And same with all this, it's fuel injected, obviously, multi-point EFI per cylinder. So yeah, direct fuel injection. Got a racing intake, because obviously, want it to go as good as possible with the turbos. Runs on 95 RON premium, or RON, whatever. It's got a very rich fuel mixture, because, power. Like screw the environment. Let's just go full power. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's got sort of a bit lower of a ignition timing than I thought would make power. Like I thought the higher ignition timing would make more power, but turns out it's actually the lower would be better. And yeah, it revs up to 7,500 RPM, and it's got a short cast header, or short cast headers, like I don't know. I'm just pointing everything out that I don't really need to talk about, because you can literally just read it all, and you can see all that there. Pretty small exhaust-ish. Okay, I can't zoom out any further to show the exhaust, but yeah, it's pretty small exhaust. And yeah, +7 on the quality, because I don't know, I can't remember. I think it's so that it would like the gas would flow through the cat converter and the muffler better. And yeah, so that's the engine, and well, you already saw the car. And I'm not going to reveal how the engine sounds yet until we get into the car, because yeah. So you can definitely tell it's turbocharged. I tried to get rid of like the spike in the power band, and it didn't really work. But as you can see, it creates a maximum of 332 horsepower. If I can get it there, there we go, 332 horsepower. Not actually at the rev limit, but it sounds really good at the rev limit, so fuck it. And it makes 401 Newton meters there. And yeah, it's a pretty solid engine overall. I'm pretty proud of the engine. Anyway, yeah, I'm not gonna show how it sounds yet, just 'cause And yeah, once again, here's what the car looks like. Pretty nice. I couldn't do an interior because the 3D, the interior 3D, like these fixtures here, they're really like annoying and finicky and all that. And yeah, he's an overall sort of summary of the engine and the car. Also, I called it the BM 10160. 101, I don't know, because it's like their first engine, and 60 because it's a 60-degree angle V6. Anyway, yeah, I'll stop rambling on. Well, let's get to driving this thing. Alright, so here we are in beamng, and unfortunately the car is a bit lower quality. As we can see, the windows are now just fully black, and the paint doesn't look as good, the wheels definitely don't look as good, but you know, that's just how it is sometimes. It doesn't really matter. What matters is how it is to drive. I also forgot to mention it's got a 5-speed manual for true 90s-ness. And anyway, let's see how this thing sounds. Oh, I accidentally doubled up on the exhaust on that side there, but oh well. Just ignore that, that's a little defect. Anyway, let's rev it up a bit. So yes, it sounds pretty nice. Now, enough dawdling. Let's drive it. I'm just straight away just gonna give it the full gas and see how fast we can get it up to. On this highway here, obviously I'm on the automation test track map because this is an automation car. And anyway, I'll stop talking. Let's go. And oh my god, it just keeps going. Almost up to 270 k's an hour, 200. It's not stopping. Oh shit. Yeah. That's a bit of a problem. Alright, so that's definitely not the top speed of this car, because as we saw, it just kept on going. So, we'll test that later on. But, for now, let's just see, in general, how it feels to drive. So I'm just going to drive around a bit in, like, the little roads and stuff around on this map, and just see how it is. The steering isn't too heavy, it's actually kind of light. I did put hydraulic power steering on it because it's the 90s, so every car has it. Well, every sports car anyway. How are the brakes? They're pretty good. That was like 40% or something like that, around half percentage of the brakes. So they're pretty good. And the steering is nice and responsive. I'd say the steering rack ratio, it's a bit too large for my taste, because as you can see 90 degrees, doesn't turn a huge amount. 90 degrees steering lock, I mean. Yeah, so 90 degrees steering lock, doesn't turn a huge amount, but you know, it's not bad. Still very fun to drive, and the steering is very precise and very nice. Feels very good. Oh, I thought that was an entrance onto the track. Oh well. Also, in terms of suspension, I've got it double wishbone front and rear, and the dampers are at, I think, level 320 or like 3.20 or whatever it is. So they're pretty stiff, like we can see here. If I just go back and forth, the body doesn't really move. Like, there's a bit of body roll, but there's barely any, you know. Yeah, so barely any body roll. Oh. And overall, it's just a nice car to drive, honestly. And then, of course, when you want to give it a bit of the beans... Ooh. You just put your foot down. Oh, Jesus. Oh, no. Ah. Okay. Well, yeah. Well, it's looking a bit sad now, but, yeah, you know, the power's there if you want it. Alright, so we're on the actual test track here, and the reason I've turned it around is because I'm going to go all the way down that way to sort of like get a bit of like a hot lap going. But I'm not going to do it in this, I'm going to do it in a different car, and we're just going to make a benchmark time. I don't really know this track too well, but we're going to make a benchmark time, and we're going to see if this thing can beat it, or like, you know, how close it can get to it, and everything like that. So yeah, I'll be back once I have that set up. Alright, and right now, I'm in a ETK I series. It's the, I think, 240 Ti TT Sport Evolution or something like that. So, I can't remember exactly how much power it makes, but it could be around about the same as the S76. Hang on, let's just swing it around here. And also it's nice to have a car with an actual interior. Actually, let's keep that on. So yeah, anyway, obviously it's going to be a bit heavier. I think it's 1460 kilos, so that's 1.46 tons, obviously. And my car is about 1.2 tons, so yeah, a fair bit of a difference there. And I mean, obviously it's a sedan, so that's why. It has, and there, yeah, 1465 kilos. It has 330 PS, which I believe is around about 330 horsepower. So yeah, around about the same power, and actually around about the same torque as well. So, it's gonna be a bit of a close battle. Except, I think this thing is more on like a luxury sort of feel in the suspension department. Yeah, it looks like it's only... no, I think that's the second wishbone up there. I'm not sure. Anyway, yeah, so my car's probably going to out-corner this. I think it's an 80s car, so yeah. Anyway, enough talk. Let's do a hot lap in this. I might do it in here so I can just get used to using this camera. Ooh, nice. Alright, anyway. I'm not going to talk a lot. We're just going to do this. Okay, great start. I'll probably like take about 5 seconds off this, so it's actually a decent time as like a benchmark. And also I don't really know how this car drives. It's very oversteer prone, I find. Probably because the engine's in the front. And it's got no ABS, unlike the S76, which does. It's actually the only electronic stability control thing I have on the car. Oh, it's also 6-speed. Nice. Okay, third gear it is. I love the turbo sounds on this car. Sounds like we're getting a bit of brake fade on this. There are a lot of oversteer moments I'm getting in this car. Again, probably because it's front engine, so the weight is the front. The weight's at the front. I just overslowed the car though, a lot. Go, gun it, gun it, gun it. Alright, I don't actually have like a timer that I could have put up for that. Shit. So, yeah, I'll just put up like the time in editing from when I crossed the start finish line at the start of the lap to when I finished. So yeah, that should be on screen somewhere right now. And whatever that is, I'll minus like 5-10 seconds off it. And now the new time, which should also be on screen now, that's going to be our time to beat. So I'll be back once I have the S76 set up. Alright, so here we are, back at where we had the ETK, I think so anyway. And we're in the S76 this time, obviously. And yeah, I'll take it round, see what lap time we do, and, well, here we go. Let's do a quick little cool burnout as well, why not? Well, it wasn't as cool. I think I have to like really give it the beans to do a burnout. But anyway, let's focus on the actual lap. Again, this is probably not going to be that fair because I actually kind of know what to expect now because I've driven the track. But you know, I'll minus about 10 seconds from the other time, as I said. Anyway. Ah, shit. What a bad line. Fucking hell. This is the one that's going to interest me the most, is how fast it actually goes in a straight line. Oh, Jesus. Very fast, very fast, very fast. I'm gonna have to start braking like now. Obviously ABS in this, so again, not fully fair, but oh well. I can definitely take that corner a lot faster. But anyway, you know, just like a sort of guess benchmark. Okay, we're getting a bit of brake fade in these brakes. Shit. Nice. Okay, yeah, we're getting a bit of brake fade, but you know, oh well. Yeah, it's fine, it's fine. That it's meant to make that. Oh shit, it's meant to make that noise, you know. Yeah. Are they like warm, or is it just? Okay, no, it's just a sound. There's no like visual thing, which is a shame. But maybe it's because it's an automation car. Anyway, yeah. So that's the lap time. Again, I'll put it up on screen. Yeah, we'll compare, and well, yeah, you know, we'll see which one. Yeah, the S76 one by a country fucking mile. Anyway, let's go test the top speed of this thing. Alrighty, well here we are on West Coast USA on the highway, and let's test this thing's top speed. If I still feel like it's, you know, still not enough road to really stretch its legs, maybe I'll go on to Grid Small Pure, but we'll see. Oh my god. It's just continuing. Oh my god, there's 270, 280, 290. It can do 300. Come on, give me 300. Oh, it's so close. Oh no. Ah. Ah, fuck. Okay, so basically I think I've made a bit of a god car by accident. And yeah. Let's go on to grid map, grid small pure. And let's see if this thing can do 300. I'm betting it can. It can. It definitely can. Oh, that was quick. I didn't even have to cut that. Okay. Bring it all up here. And let us see the true top speed of this car. Nah, I'm going back into this view. Oh Jesus! It just keeps on going. It just keeps on going. 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 6, 8, 9. There's 300 on the wheels, and there's 300 on airspeed. Yes, it does 300. 210 on wheel speed. Come on. 210 on airspeed. 213, 214, 215 on airspeed. Give me 200 miles an hour. Ah, I think it's topping out. Oh, 316. Just a bit further. 317 airspeed. Come on. Come on. It's 320 on the wheel speed, but I need airspeed. That's the proper one. Come on, just a bit further. No, I don't think it's gonna do it. Oh well, 317 kilometers an hour in this like sports car. You know, it's not even meant to be that fast, and it does almost 200 miles an hour. Jesus. All right, let's do a bit of a spinny rounding. That was pretty cool. Alright, well anyway, so that was a very fun little test there, and also the rest of the test in this car. Oh yeah, don't mind the hazards, that's not the right button. Where's my hazard button? Shit. Yeah, don't mind the hazards. Anyway, so yeah, that was very fun, and I'm very happy, I'm really happy with how this car turned out. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye.